Great movie quotes of our time. Frankly, my dear, I don't give a damn. I'm gonna make him an offer he can't refuse. Here's looking at you, kid.
El ejectocito, come!
Hello everyone, my name is Ryan Cam, and welcome to my review for Too Fast, Too Furious. This movie was directed by John Singleton, rest in peace, and it stars Paul Walker and Tyrese, my man. It tells the story of Paul Walker reprising his character as Brian O'Connor. This time he is in Florida, trying to track down someone who brings dirty things into the country illegally. And so he must go undercover again, this time with the help of his friend Roman Pierce, played by the man, Tyrese. Let's make one thing perfectly clear. I love this movie, but it is stupid as hell. I look at Too Fast and Too Furious as a melding of what's awesome about the Fast and Furious movies and what's awful about the Fast and Furious movies. And before I get into that, I'd just like to remind you that if you liked the video, please be sure to leave a like. Tell me what you thought about Too Fast, Too Furious in the comments section. And also, if you'd like to subscribe, hit the big subscribe button down below and click the bell to allow notifications. That way, when a new video comes up, you will be the first to know. With that said, let's get started. Really, the strength for me in this movie is Paul Walker and Tyrese. They have such amazing chemistry together. It's like Abbott and Costello, except more macho. Paul Walker's job is basically to do all the acting-wise and do all that heavy lifting. And Tyrese's job is basically to A, drop one-liners, and B, say bruh after literally every sentence. It's like an oasis in here, bruh. But really, these two make the movie fun for me. Also, the car stunts in this movie have improved from the first one. However, there's also a downgrade in the street racing department. Every time there's a street race in this movie, I think Tyrese is going to escape into the wormhole from 2001: A Space Odyssey. Every time they hit the NOS button, the city just flies by, colors are flying everywhere. All I'm expecting next is to see Tyrese in the glass cage at the end of 2001. Boy, wouldn't that have been a different movie. What's this block doing in the middle of the room, bruh? They look like GameCube graphics, and it is painful. It's really painful. But the movie has so much fun just being its dumb self that a lot of the problems that I had in the first one really don't matter in this one. Don't get me wrong, the problems with the first one being that a lot of plot threads that are started are never finished really happen in Too Fast, Too Furious as well. But the movie is having so much fun being big and dumb that it really doesn't care about telling a story. It's like, here's the story, here's the plot, here's our main actors, go. The best scene in the movie is when Tyrese and Walker are talking about how they basically grew up together as orphans. And it's never brought up again, similar to Jesse's ADD in The Fast and the Furious. Once again, I know that the argument's going to be, it's Too Fast, Too Furious, it's meant to be dumb. But when something is opened, I expect a closing at some point, and to my knowledge, the fact that Brian and Roman were orphans together has never been brought up in the series again. But if I'm being quite honest, I really don't care. As long as Tyrese is saying lines like El ejectocito cuz, and Paul Walker is smiling that big-ass smile of his, I really don't care. I'm giving this movie a good rating. This is a massive guilty pleasure for me. This arguably is even worse than the first. But like I said, this movie kind of knows what it is and plays up the fun aspect of it. It's basically the essence of the early 2000s bottled up and saved in a time capsule. Because there's the early 2000s dripping all over this movie. Does anyone remember Sobe? I sure as hell didn't. And then when I saw it in this movie, I'm like, wait, that was a thing? But that's all for me, guys. Thank you so much for watching as always. My name is Ryan Cam. I'll see you in the next one.